Hey everybody, welcome back and thanks for joining me as I lay down this happy birthday kit from my shop for this week of my dailies. My birthday is not actually till next Monday, but why can I not do 2 birthday weeks? This ends on Sunday, my birthday's on Monday, so hey, it's very close. So to start off, I am putting down the top strips, which again, I was smart and remembered to cut a little shorter for my planner this week so I didn't have to trim them. So I'm laying down those and trying to have, a good rotation of the patterns. This kit is pretty much all pink, black, and white. So this week, wait till you see how it turns out, because I'm telling you, it looks like I threw up Pepto-Bismol all over my planner, and quite frankly, I'm loving it because pink is one of my favorite colors. It's my 3rd favorite color. I do wish that I had printed more of those top strips with some black papers, just because I think it would have provided a little bit better contrast. A lot of those papers had white backgrounds, which on a white page is a lot of white. But other than that, I really love how it turned out. So right now I'm doing the This Week page, and I'm about to put on a really super cute foiled This Week sticker. Yes, and that is foiled in black shatter, but again, as usual, you really can't see it too well. All right, so now I'm going to go back and start laying down my date covers. And this particular kit uses my old style, so it does not have the hand-drawn paint smears on here. It has the old version. And I ended up, for paint smears for this week, I pulled some splashes actually from Chaz over at Shameless. I had some pink and black splashes, so I pulled those out to use this week since I did not have matching ones. I don't have black in my rainbow palettes. I'm not quite sure why. The pinks were very, very close, but I feel like her pinks were maybe a little bit closer. So I went ahead, since I already had them and I didn't have to print them, I went ahead and used them from my stash. So I'm still going through and laying down these date covers, and those numbers are the small numbers from my large numbers page, my large date numbers page. So I pulled those and used those instead of foiled date dots, just because I think they're cute. So I'm gonna finish that up, and then once I finish that up, I'm gonna start working on my corners. Oh my goodness, that was a yawn. All right, so done with that. So now heading back to start doing the corners. And let's see what I do here. I think right now I'm looking at them all and analyzing them, because I did not want to have a situation like last week where I ended up not having all the corners that I wanted available. It was very frustrating last week. So this time I tried to kind of pre-plan how to lay these down, and that went down so crooked that I went ahead and pulled that right back up. Thank God this paper is a little forgiving. And then I'm moving on to Tuesday, and I still end up having a snafu with the corners. Wait till you see what ends up happening. Oh my goodness. If I didn't have a week where there wasn't a big issue while I was planning, I would think there's something wrong, because that's just how it goes every single week, it seems like. All right, so now moving on to Wednesday. I had a little less corners to choose from this time because this is an older kit. So the deco page and the journaling page had very tiny ripped corners on them. And I did use a couple, but they're way smaller than the ones I have now. And then I'm going to lay down on that side as well. And here I'm making sure it's the ones I want. And I noticed when I lay that down, sometimes the page goes a little blurry, but it's not as bad as last week. I don't know what the heck was going on last week. It had to be whatever that focus assist was, because That was hideous. Okay, so now I'm jumping ahead because I want to make sure I have some left for this week. So I went ahead and jumped ahead to put the ones I wanted to use for that week down first, and then I'll work my way backwards onto Saturday there. And then you'll notice somehow I skipped Sunday. That's going to come into play later. All right, so laying down Friday and Saturday corners here. Yeah, so while I'm doing that, I can ask you, how's your week going? This will be uploaded on Friday or Saturday, so the week will almost be over by then. So I can say, how did your week go? Hope you're having a good one. Here I struggled a little bit because the only other one that I had other than the tiny corners was another grid, and I really did not want to use another grid. So now you're going to watch me lay a whole lot of stickers down on this page. And yet, if you notice, I'm laying it on Saturday. I did not notice this until it was way too late. So yeah, so you can laugh because I sure did when I realized what I did. I not only did I laugh, but I wanted to cry a little bit because, I mean, yeah, thank gosh I have undo, or I don't know what I would have done. And there I started to pull it up because I thought it was crooked, but then I decided it was too hard to pull up. And so now I'm laying down all of these stickers that were supposed to be on the this week page. Yeah. Look at me go, laying all these stickers down with not even realizing I was on the wrong page. Oh man. By the way, I am voicing this over, and this is sped up because I wanted it to be faster. This is at double speed. So again, imagine how slow I actually am because this is on double speed. And now I'm going to lay down a bunch of cute little deco stickers. I mean, look at me going to town to make this page cute. Only that I'm going to have to rip it all up again in a couple of minutes when I realize it's on the wrong page. But look at how it turned out. It was adorable. It was super adorable. Those are my birthday large sticker flakes. I did recolor a couple just to match the kit because in my shop they're only available in black. But again, I wanted them to match my kit, so I did recolor a few. Now I'm laying down my labels for this page that is still on the wrong page. And I'm just going to keep going there. I can't even remember when I realized it. I think it was when I went to lay down corners on Sunday. But it took far longer than it should have to realize. All right. So now what am I doing? Oh, I didn't even realize it till I started laying down the to-do stickers. So here I am laying down. Those are the paint smears that are on this kit. Again, they weren't the hand-drawn kind. They're the kind where you can just change the color. So they don't have a lot of texture or anything to them like my new paint smears do. And then I'm laying down my to-do stickers and my dividers. And I very carefully planned out all of the colors to make sure that the date cover and the paint smear and the to-do sticker were all three different colors. It does look like on most of them the paint smear matched the day of that day. So I could have mixed it up one more time to do something a little bit different to make that different. But I mean, what are you gonna do? There's only so much you can do. It did look, and here's where I realized it, and I'm going, oh my god, I can't believe I did this. So now I'm gonna, I paused it for a second and I started to undo it, and I'm like, you know what, let's let them watch so they can see this is how I fix such a grave mistake. If I did not have undo, I would have just left that there and probably would have just taken the Saturday off and put it on this week. Like, I would have just exchanged those two stickers and they would have been a little bit out of order, but you know, it is what it is. But luckily I had a nice big full bottle of Undo, so I'm using a hefty ton of it here to try to get these stickers off. The biggest issue I see with Undo is it does leave a little bit of residue on the page. This one did not want to come up because it's on top of that other sticker. So I really struggled with this one. Ended up ripping the corner a little bit, so I ended up having to cover that up, you'll see. But it does leave a little bit of a stickiness on the page afterwards. You'll see I'm like bouncing my finger on it. That's because I'm trying to figure out where the stick is so I can figure out how to cover it with another sticker. This is where I stupidly pull a little bit too hard and completely rip a piece off of the sticker and left it right there. So now I'm peeling that off. Yeah, that was the piece. And you'll see I'll be touching it and like it's sticky. That corner was really the only place I had a big problem with it. And again, I think it was just because it was on top of that other sticker. So now I'm trying to dry the page a little bit so that I can, yeah, and see, look, it's sticking to me. Oh, and look, there's Toothless. She came up to say hi. I see her little Pete's. And then she started playing with my light, so unfortunately I had to kick her down. Silly sweet girl. I was going to let her stay, but when she tried to, you know, knock my lights down, and okay, so I put that down to try to block the stick, but it wasn't completely blocking it. There was still some stickiness on that corner, and there was a little fuzz stuck to it, probably little Toothless fur. So now I'm just going to try to put some other stickers down there to try to cover it up. That's me testing to see if it's still sticky. And then I realized I'm not in frame anymore. I think hopefully soon, because yeah, that bottom is kind of not in frame, and you'll see the upper corner that is ripped. So I end up just, yeah, I use the little rip tape pieces, like fake rip tape pieces, to kind of cover that up just a hair. And now I'm laying down all the stuff that was on the last page again. Not quite as neatly this time. And in a very slightly different order. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, I know why. Because the balloons were going to cover the K in this week. So I ended up having to swap them. I didn't like how that looked. Yeah, see, it would have completely blocked it. So I ended up doing this instead. And then putting the large sticker flake on the right instead of the left. And I'm adding back in all of the same deco I had on the last page, mostly in different spots. And oh, I did decide to use these cute little bow decos that I found on one of the deco sheets. They're super cute. So I put one in each corner. That was me trying to make sure they kind of matched a little bit. Adding in some cute little butterflies, and that's it. That's it for that page. Oh wait, no, I think I do end up putting something on the bottom later. But how long is, there we go. I finally realized I was out of frame a little bit. Okay. So now I'm going back to where I was doing and laying down the to-do labels and making sure I'm in the right order. And then I'll slap that to do on there along with the dividers. And since it is actually almost done, it's less than a minute left, I'm going to say thank you very so much for joining, and consider giving this a big old thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed so that you see all of my fun, hot mess, crazy videos. And now you're gonna notice that there are no ripped corners on Sunday. And I don't realize it during this entire plan with me. I you know when I realized it? When I went to actually plan my week. So yeah, crazy. Anyway, this is about over. So again, thank you for joining, and I'm about to show you all the stickers that I have left that I'll be using for the rest of the week. So yeah, have a good one.